So what's the next big thing? My argument is this is the next big thing. That if you are waiting for something beyond 1 billion people connected online, with mobile being the driving force, with a fight for attention, and with constant froth around the edges, if you're waiting for something else, you're going to miss out on a big chunk of opportunity. This is our revolution. There was the Industrial Revolution, there was the mass media revolution, there's this. And it will keep changing its flavor. The names of the public companies that run things are going to have to change.
Of course.
But
they all layer on top of the same
please don't wait for the next thing. This has been the next thing since 1991. And the people who asked me, at the newspaper conference in '93 when I told them what was coming, said, well, we'll just wait for that. No, this is it. This is what we got.
I totally agree with that, and the one thing that's on the horizon that I think a lot of people are paying attention to is VR. And I say to a lot of people, I'm like, look, that's 10 years away. In 1998, I thought by the year 2000, everybody would come into my wine shop and know the price of everything. And so I think the thing I've learned, my version of that, same exact answer is, there's a long way away before, if VR is truly, contact lenses sitting at our home, being in places, we're talking about 15 to 25 years away from the scale. We're just hitting the maturity. Let's not forget, 15 to 17% of all e-commerce done in America is done online. It's nothing. If you told me in 1998 that only 15% of all things bought would be online by the year 2016, I would have sat there and said, shit, do I even want to do this? That's forever from now. This stuff doesn't go as fast as we all think it's going to.
30 years ago today,
yes,
1986,
yes,
sitting in my office in 215 First Street in
as
Cambridge,
in
Massachusetts.
literally today, or like kind of 30 years ago?
I'm making that part up, but it's 30 years ago.
I got excited for a second.
Sitting in my office in Cambridge, Massachusetts. You know who walks in? I'm 26 years old.
Who?
Guy named Guy Kawasaki.
Yes.
Now,
telling you Apple's the greatest?
Well, I was already a beta tester and we did a deal with him, right?
Yes.
The point is, if Guy had waited for the next big thing, he wouldn't have become Guy Kawasaki.
That's
if
right.
I had waited for the next big thing, I wouldn't have become me and you wouldn't have become you. This idea that there's always the froth around the edges. There are people who are working in VR today who are going to go off and do something interesting, but it's not going to be because they're right about VR. It's going to be because they're right about being a trusted person worthy of our attention. That's the arc of the people you trust and the brands you trust. Not that they got the product right the first day or the iteration right the first day. It's that they made a commitment to show up in a certain way, in a certain universe, in front of certain people.
What's crazy about that is when I think about the thought leaders in marketing and names that people throw out there and authors in this space, 30 years ago, he walks into your office. It's unbelievable that when you have the chops, A, how long you can keep the attention of the end consumer, B, how long this all plays out. Like, I just got fired up. The level of domination that I'm gonna have in 2037 just dawned on me, and I'm really excited about 2037.
You should be, except football will be against the law by then.
Don't even start.
Sorry.
Let's go.
Renee asks, what would cause you to hire the world's best psychic? Even the Caesars and Pharaohs consulted a seer, and so should you greats.
Well, she already knows the answer, right?
This feels great. Go ahead, you go.
No, that's the thing with psychics. They already know. Why are they asking? Next.
Yeah, I mean, look, you guys know where I sit on this one. I won't meditate. I don't need to see psychics.
Whoa. It's not okay to put those two things in the same sentence.
Yes, it is. I'll explain
No,
why.
it's not.
Well, you don't get to say.
I do, because
What?
one is science
Yes.
and the other one is not.
Okay.
And we can't. Science is one of the coolest things that's ever happened to mankind.
I hate science, Seth.
It's not okay.
Seth, I'm telling you the truth about this. I mean, I hate
You don't
disappointing
have to like it, but you can't deny
No, I don't
that it
deny
works.
science.
Right? So it's not okay to start conflating things that are based on science.
Versus things that are not.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think about emotional intelligence? Seriously, like, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something that weirds me out?
Go ahead.
Help me here, because I trust you. Why is it that often, not always, and I understand brain tricks and all that shit, but I get weirded out when I think of random shit, like somebody I haven't talked to in 7 years and then the next day they call me. Or, like, a million other things. Like, tell me about intuition.
That has nothing to do with emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is Daniel Goleman's semantic take on what we need from people. the ability to look people in the eye, the ability to not eat the marshmallow, that's emotional intelligence is an important concept that people should understand.
I agree.
You're talking about instinct, intuition.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a conversation about that.
Can they not be in the same, can't they be
They're
cousins?
not related things, no. They're just not.
I believe you, you're probably right. I
Wait,
don't look this
think
shit
about
up.
the people you know who you've hired here,
Yes,
right?
yes.
The ones you like the best aren't the ones who are better at typing than someone else, or they're the ones who have the emotional intelligence
Yes.
to bring tension to bear to cause change to
Yes.
happen in a way that benefits others.
100%.
That has nothing to do with a friend calling you.
No, no,
if-
no question, no question. I respect where you're going with that.
Coincidence is super easy to explain.
Please.
We, as humans, are storytelling machines.
Yes.
We notice things, but we have to make stories about them.
Yes.
You, yesterday, thought of more than 300 different people,
Probably more than that.
and one of them called you.
Right.
You paid attention to the coincidence,
Yes.
but you didn't say, holy smokes, 299 people didn't call me today.
That's right.
The reason the coincidence works is as story manufacturing humans, we're always looking for that correlation, and that's why people buy lottery tickets. Because they think that there's some sort of weird cosmic numerology thing going on, because we're wired to look for weird coincidences, but there aren't actually weird coincidences in the world. We
It's
just
all
think there
science.
are. I didn't say that, Gary.
That's what you said.
No. There's plenty of things that aren't science because we make up stories that are irrational. What I'm saying is there's a good reason we evolved to make up stories that are irrational,
Yes.
because they kept us alive, because sometimes there's a correlation between the stick breaking and the lion jumping out of the woods. And then when we listen for sticks breaking, it might keep us alive, and we'll have grandchildren, and
Yep.
other people will listen for sticks breaking. Where it breaks down is now there are no lions, but we're still listening for sticks breaking. We're looking for broken windows. We're paranoid about certain things because...
It's hippos and sharks.
Hippos and sharks, sure.
I love that. Look it up if you didn't understand that. Go ahead.